Hello, and welcome back once again. Yet another Inktober, and this, yeah, is an interesting one. Now, what happened yesterday? Basically, something happened yesterday evening that I don't really want to talk about. And I've kind of sailed past it. I've had a really good day today, so just hope that follows into the evening. Maybe just had a really shit day yesterday, which transcribes into a really much better day today. I like the idea of balance. It's kind of what the whole CCU is based off of, which is like the universe world building project I'm currently working on, which every character I created from 2022 has basically gone into. But yeah, it's day 14 of Inktober, and because we missed yesterday, we've got another merger. And the best part about merges is they create some really unique and twisted and strange ideas as well. See, an idea that I've had in my catalogue for a while that's just been sitting there on the list of ideas that is basically unending is letting Pinterest or some kind of art-based media platform decide what I draw. How exactly does that work? Well, for anyone who hasn't been following along with Inktober so far, basically how it's been working is I've been using the Inktober prompts as well as applying my own random challenges to those prompts. So we've had shadow art, drawing only with teeth, drawing only with eyes, drawing only with hands. We've had animal mashups. We've had a couple other ones too. We've got a couple of ones ahead of us like cloud art, and maybe we can only like draw abstract. We can only do shading. We can't do like outlines and stuff. It was when we have to draw a dragon, and it's mainly just an excuse to draw a dragon because I friggin' love dragons, as you can probably see. But yeah, getting back more to the point. So how this is going to work is the two prompts for 13th and the 14th, because the 13th I missed. The two prompts, they are drink and trunk. And so I've already got an image in my mind, you may have too. We're essentially going to do a trunk of some sort of creature drinking a drink. But the trunk and the drink are going to be comprised of at least 5 images on the first search, sort of top 5 images on the search we get from Pinterest of those two separate prompts. So maybe the lore behind this monster is that it likes drinking the cocktails through its sort of trunk mouth, specifically comprised of 5 specific things that come under a certain word. It's quite a meta creature, like it knows what's going on, and it has to be 5 ingredients, otherwise it will kind of have like a fit or something and go like full beast mode and like start destroying everything. And you could like build up a lot of lore behind this, because what I want to do eventually is make lore for all of these things, actually get them on digital and make some like proper creature concept art, which I think would be wicked, especially combining them with the photos I've got from Scotland and the ones I've got from Wales as well, because I've got some pretty sick Glencoe and Snowdonia pics. So that could be really sick with a lot of these monsters. And we could even create like urban legends around them, like proper actual lore. And they're also going in, as I mentioned, this ECU, which is a world building project I'm currently working on, which is basically where every character or creature or environment or anything that I've made since 2022 has gone into this sort of world building projects, which we're eventually actually going to release a comic series for, which I've been working on for the past couple months. And yeah, that should be fun. And we're going to be animating soon as well. And oh, on top of that, we're going to be releasing commissions soon. Yep. And what I'm planning to do is around like Halloween and Easter and Christmas time is lower the prices like to minimal account, or possibly even do free ones. I've already somewhat done commissions for a couple of people, basically just hopping on people's streams like TikTok and other stuff, instead of drawing as dragons. And then I've ended up joining their Discord and just made as friends with a lot of people in the communities and stuff as well. But yeah, that's been wonderful too, so cool. Let's get on with this, shall we? Right, I have just got my phone on the side here. Spotify's working again, which is really nice. And yeah, we're just going to try to use these two prompts to make something. And yeah, as you can see, the pages are a bit different colour. These have been painted with coffee and left to dry for 2 days. bit of a help because yesterday something went on again. I don't want to talk about it. And these have just basically been sat here in the cold and they've dried completely up, which is really good because now they're ready for drawing on. The only problem is when I did the shredded page, where I tore up a page and drew over the top of it with a character, I actually ended up ruining a lot of these pens. To be fair, they're low in ink anyway, and it's only really the brushes that work. But the tips have been coated in glue and they just won't draw at all now. Anyway, I've got some new fine liners on the way. That's what I was trying to get onto. But realistically, we've only got a fine, a medium, and a brush. So we're going to have to get creative with this. Or, alternatively, I still have my coloured pencils. So we could use some of these. Pencils? Pens. And I possibly want to try... I might just do a quick colour test on the bottom of the page here before we get into anything serious.
From small-town dreamer to global icon, she's America's sweetheart. Thank you so much. Why does Taylor Swift inspire such devotion and criticism? She's great.
I went to the green one. This has been in my bag for the past 3 weeks. I thought I'd lost it. It's been in the back of my bag in a small little notch underneath where the pocket is, where it connects to the rest of the bag. And it's just been sitting there for 3 weeks and I've been wondering where it is because I knew I had a green pen. This is one of the only ones that works as well, so it's really annoying because this is one of my favourite things to use when it comes to drawing. So yeah, actually, so we're going to do a bit of black and a bit of green, and then we're going to try and maybe even then if we do black and green, we can incorporate some pink because green and pink are natural opposite colours. That's why they work so well together in Wicked, which I do need to see the second part of actually. But yes, so if we pop onto Pinterest, I'm actually going to show you guys the screen as well. And yeah, just to check, it is actually, yeah, it's drink and trunk for today, making sure, because I got that wrong when I did overgrown. If we go to Pinterest, just like that, what we can do is, so there is the actual challenge you want to do here is you could obviously look up prompts and stuff, but the actual challenge is that you basically load up Pinterest and keep reloading the page on your FYP, and then you draw like a collective of 5 images together. You can either mash them or have the first one be like the central object and then like push other ones into it or like merge them around stuff. But yeah, if we just have a look on here, oh, that's really interesting. I want to save so much of this stuff. I drew that before without even knowing that existed. This is what we're doing in that's what we're doing in uni right now, like this kind of stuff. But yeah, basically, hello, pink and green colours here. Yeah. Oh, I love like surreally psychedelic sort of horror art. I watched Don't Hold Me, I'm Scared the other day again for like the first time in, what is it? I mean the YouTube series, not the show. It's been like, what, 7 years? Just fucking, I feel old. But yeah, if we pop onto here real quick, what we're going to do is search trunk 5 times after reloading. Ooh. You know what I must do? That gives me an idea. What I'm going to do, one of these challenges at some point, is I am going to have to take one of the Inktober prompts and then have a 3-book selection. I've been getting back into The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings recently, so what I'm going to do is have a 3-book selection of J.R. Tolkien, Lovecraft, and Discworld. I'm going to have those 3 books on standby for a challenge, and we're going to use them either in a row or like other stuff, because yes, going to make a Hobbit of it. Right, trunk. Actually, no, we'll do drink first because it is technically the prompts prior. So, drink. I don't want to do ads. So... Actually, what we're going to do is click on an image. Yes, we're going to make a hobby of it. What we're going to do is, because I don't think if we reload it will come up with a different thing. What we're going to do is click on an image and then it'll be the first one underneath that, and then we'll go through it like 5 times for each thing, basically. So we've got like this blue sort of cocktail just here like this. What I'm going to do is actually screenshot all of these as well. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these are AI, to be fair. Ah, shit. Yeah, never mind. We're not using that one. It's AI. Problem is, Pinterest is just loaded with AI stuff now, and it's ruining the platform. That's AI. Is there anything that's not AI? That's not, because it's just an advert. I just want to find one that's not AI, because I actually want to draw something. Right, This is quite annoying. Is that an AI image? Right, that's the first non-AI image I've found. It's also blue, which is kind of handy because I've got the blue pens. So... yes, they're going to be cocktalic. AI and I guess we are like AI and like you get into realms of philosophy, and I do have like not arguments, but I have like debates. I meet up with a friend every now and then. We just have like mass debates over philosophy because I did it at I think they took philosophy at A level. I almost did, and I got really into it, and then I just had to choose between a couple other things. But yeah, I love discussing like philosophy of the mind and the universe and dreams and all of that. It is really fun subject to cover. Right, let's find the second image that isn't AI. It's gonna be hard, isn't it? It's all AI. So that's... because I can tell when stuff's AI because there's like certain things about it that just pop out. You won't be able to see from here because the quality ain't good from filming a phone, but yeah. In a way, I guess, yeah, in a way we are our own artificial intelligence because we are kind of... That's the thing, right? AI has already been made self-aware. Like back in 19 something. Wait, no. It was either early 2000s or late 90s, but AI was already made aware of itself and like nothing has come out of it. So there's like there's the repercussions of like, oh, AI is going to take over. It's very unlikely. That is a Sheen advert. God's sake, I just want to find a non-advert, non-AI image. Is it that?
Enjoy your music fully when you
It's
play
House's
songs
face on the
anywhere.
rat.
Download them offline at higher quality and listen to them ad-free. It's what your ears
That
deserve.
is a drawing tutorial. Nothing to do with a drink, but it's the next... basically, how to draw an emerald. Let's take that in. This is the second one for drink. Just gonna switch this a bit actually. It's officially midnight. Yeah. Let's find a third image that isn't AI. That's all. I don't need to. I don't want like things that are similar as well because I feel like it's going to be a very like fixed image. Oh, that's cool. Is that the thing? Also fits the horror theme too. It's like a spider crawling out the chest. It's like if Alien didn't like burst out of the chest but became the body. I guess it was just a thing in aspect. So that's 3. This is what I meant when drawing with hands. This dog here is literally just made out of hands. That's what I was trying to do with the deer. So it's true. Wait, what? So an advert is true perversion of pure art. Does that mean is there's an ad version of true art? I don't know what that means. My brain is not on. I've been doing the theory of games and stuff all day. My brain is not on like. It's number 3. Oh, we're getting into more creaturey stuff now as well. Right, I'm getting a sidetracked. Literally the first image that comes up. That is an Enderman. I don't know if that's... Is that AI? Oh shit, stop fucking sliding. Why have you now decided to slide? You've been fine before. Yeah, someone's drawn that. Okay, cool. And then again, because I don't want the images to be exactly the same, I'm not going to choose the Enderman one there. We're going to choose the one below it, not the fucking Timu ad, which is beside it. That's also kind of Enderman-y. I'm going to take this. That's AI? Fuck's sake. Right, I'll go back then. I like this. It's like Venom, but weird. There we go. Right, so we'll take that one too. Obviously, credit to Ilya Suslov. That's what it says underneath. Just something that humans were meant to understand. If you truly understood, you would go insane. I mean, to be honest, I think everyone's just like a tiny bit insane. It's what makes people human. Everybody is a tiny bit tapped, tiny bit insane. And then that insanity is like pushed to extremes sometimes. And then, yeah. I think everybody is a bit insane because, like, a lot of people have like intrusive thoughts or like question things, like even if they're not like theorizing or creating like massive conspiracies. Shower thoughts is a great example of it. What's the other one I had the other day? Platypuses make eggs and milk. They could make their own custard. When scientists first discovered it, the duck-billed platypus, they thought someone had sewn a duck and an otter together. It's fucking, yeah. But it's that kind of stuff. Or, friggin'... Obviously, like, the more well-known ones are, I don't know, like, fucking Bigfoot or the Sasquatch or stuff like that, but... That's the thing. Are people going insane, or are they becoming more sane? If you are understanding the true nature of the universe, are you going more insane? Or is that just a societal view because there's such a norm of sanity that when someone differs from that norm, it's seen as insane, but they could be going more sane. And we ourselves could be living in insanity. Again, this is why I love philosophy, because it's... It's a platypus. Ah. Do you know what happens if it gets eaten by a lion? You get a cattypus. Cattypus? Cattypus. Hmm. Platypus. What do you call a platypus playing baseball? A battypus. A battypus. Yes. There we go. Call it eventually. Right. Now we just need to search for trunk. And then again, non-AI images, non-adverts. We're just going to try find some stuff that really works.
Click or tap the banner to discover yours today. Prime Video brings the best in entertainment. The gripping prequel. Dark Wolf has arrived,
Drunk.
included with Prime.
I'm not gonna apologize for what I did.
London's calling in the first
Oh yeah,
season of
obviously
The
a trunk has
Real
got like a
Housewives
bunch
London.
of different
Watch by subscribing to
meanings. You get a tree trunk. A trunk is in like the case, or an elephant's trunk.
Whatever you're
Or like
into,
trunks are
it's
like
right
swimming
here.
shorts. British
Video.
stuff.
Click or tap the banner to find out more.
So I'm going to call that as our first. And then we just try and find another image that basically isn't AI or some sort of advertisement. That's really. I've got. Don't. This is really weird. I have a tree near me that looks exactly like this. Obviously, the faces aren't like as clear, but there's a tree near us which I genuinely have called the Tree of Souls since I was about 10 up until now, because the base of it is so like bulbous, but it's a bunch of like different sort of spears and like bulbous sort of surfaces jutting out from the roots, and it genuinely looks like faces, and like people are trying to reach out from the roots. It is like a really strange tree. I'll go take a photo of it at some point, but yeah, it's a really weird. I think it's pretty much just an oak tree, but I don't know if like some other plants grown underneath it or some sort of fungus has infected the roots. But it's gone like massively bulbous, and it's the egg sacs growing from the tree. Oh, giant tree spiders. Yeah, that does not sound fun. Oh, right, non-AI image. It isn't quite the same. This one here. I actually used this image for reference for uni work once. I love things like this too. Like gargantuan things, which is like really weird shaped heads. Yeah. A really good game that has an aesthetic like this is the Eternal Cylinder. I've played it once or twice, but you can do like different builds as you go through it. But it's really, it's like surrealist horror. It feels very Salvador Dali, but it's like a side view that changes views, and it's got like a weird old story. But it's almost like if you've ever seen Toy Story, the toys in Sid's bedroom, they're like the villains, but it's in a really twisted, like unnerving, not creepy horror, but like Uncanny Valley. Like Uncanny Valley, if you don't know, it's basically something seems almost the way it's meant to be, but there's something ever so slightly off. They already are. Yeah. I don't know if I explained on stream. I think I explained on stream before, but I wanted to say perception of reality. I guess I could say perception of reality. I don't necessarily see stuff normally. Everywhere I look, I just see like a creature or a beast or a dragon of sorts. Like anything, could be anywhere. And to be honest, it doesn't have to be creatures. I can like switch filters in my brain for like, it's weird. how do I feel? Like, I imagine I'm a camera and I can just see like perfect spots for photography or like unpeculiar perspectives that look like really good as photo shots. But then I can also see just creatures that aren't made from the environment and stuff that I'm seeing being put into those environments and like interacting with stuff like the woodland, like drawing 2D stuff into 3D spaces. Yes. Oh yeah, I learned about there's this we were talking about like fungus and stuff in uni today for some reason. Um, but there's a fungus, I think it's California, I might be wrong, but there's a fungus in America called the honeycomb fungus, and it is the largest thing in the world. It's one organism, and I think it spreads like 2,835 acres across in like a national park, and it's just one thing. And I think this kind of sprouted from. Yes, there's a podcast I listened to with Dara Ennis, but they were talking about aliens and extraterrestrial life. Theoretically, out there, if there is other life in the universe, I'm not saying I like technically believe it, but if there was, there could, in some like reality or like way, just be one planet covered, like the entire surface could just be covered in one organism, like a fungus or something completely different. Kind of crazy. But yeah. Right, what's the next thing that's not really like the little figure there? So, oh, a monolith, that's it, like. That is about. That's a deer. Bell or a deer? Yeah, gonna go deer. Oh, is this like an actual... I think this is like an actual thing. Hermitamitz Nucky. It's like warp features curves and it stacks on the creature content of like long legs, booking muscles at proportion plans. Oh, it's like oh, what's the fucking... There's a thing I watched recently, and it's basically... It's exactly that, but it's in a... It's in like a post-apocalyptic world setting, but like people like attach armor and or like plants to them, and like it grows and it like enhances their abilities, but not so much they have powers, but more just like it like intertwines itself with their DNA, and it like it allows them to. It is, I don't know. It was definitely an animation. I remember that much, but yeah. Is that number 3 or is that... Yeah, that's number 3, right? Let's check actually. Go on to photos real quick. We pop into photos. I'm just going to check that is actually number 3. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, and then we just need 2 more for trunk. That's an SCP. That's the guy I studied for photography in friggin' A-level. Daweed Planner, great photographer, does stuff like this, and I do actually have some images like this off to the side, which I think I've shared on my socials, which are also links over here, so if you want to check out, then feel free. More like Cthulhu, Lovecraftian creatures there. I guess we could do this one, because it's not really related to the last one. And also, trunk could work really well with this, because like the tentacles of the mouth could like extend into like woody trunks. So hell yeah. I also love the mix of art styles in this place is really quite telling. I like how the characters in here are like a much more drawn style, whereas the rest of the piece feels very painterly and conceptualized. The sunsets, 2 suns, it reminds me of Tatooine a bit, but it almost feels like a real place. And I think what they've done is they've used a real field and then put the creatures and stuff in and put the extra sun in, but like different points of the day. Warspawn serve necromancers to drain dragons and shapeshifters that players play. Necromancers tell the peasants that dragons create warp storms, which is a lie, hence their name tries. Oh! So there's like lore behind the name of. Ooh. Tell you what I did play the other day, a TTRPG, tabletop roleplay game. I played Mothership for the first time ever. It's a lot easier to wrap my head around than D&D and stuff like that, but I have played D&D once, as mentioned, but yeah, I played Mothership. I've actually got my book here somewhere. I'll get we haven't even started the drawing yet. Right, I've got a little book here. I played Mothership the other day, RPG, TTRPG. I've actually made a little character. I didn't get around to drawing them because I didn't quite have enough time. I've also started writing runes again. It's quite fun. They're all secret notes. I've also got a couple of dragons here that I drew today that I can show you guys. Where is it? So here we go. So here's the character I made for Mothership. Name is Infel Dar. They are an android. The saves sanity in 19, fear 14, plus 60 is 74. Body is 23. Skills, computers, mathematics, linguistics. I've got to be really quiet right now because there's someone walking about upstairs. Not really. Daddy ship. I mean, I guess the day's already passed because, I mean, it's not like an actual thing you have to conform to, but inked. Wait, no, yeah, 11th of October is. 11th of October is a particular day. I am gender non-confirming. It's something I've had a lot of thought about, and I don't know. I mean, I myself am very androgynous, but yeah. They're still walking about. But yeah. 11th of October, for anyone who doesn't know. People who are watching this back as a VOD on YouTube or Twitch, is International Coming Out Day. Woo! Again, you don't have to conform to it, but yeah. I am gender non-confirming, which isn't the same as gender fluid. Gender fluid is feeling like a different gender each day. Non-binary is kind of outside of male and female, which I guess does relate to gender non-confirming in ways, but it's a confusing old thing. It's a weird old topic to kind of. I've given it a lot of thought and stuff, but yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't be. Says yeah, I wouldn't be daddy ship. That's why. That's just yeah. I don't know if I should have saved that for like a better point, or to be honest, I'm kind of glad I didn't make a big deal out of it. Like, I get that people do like coming out videos and stuff like that, but I feel like they're just farming for views and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, so to Android, they have a strength of 39, the speed of 42, intellect is 36, but I get plus 20 because of bringing in Android, which equals 56. With my loadout, I've got a hazard suit, an AP5, foam gun with 2 charges, a sample collection kit, and a screwdriver. My trinket is a manual panic, harbinger of catastrophe. The deep ones. Are they the is that the like giant fish dude that like stands next to the monument when he comes out the water? I guess Cthulhu is a deep one as well, right? Because yeah, I think so. And then trauma response is fear saves made by close and friendly players are at a disadvantage. Armor, I didn't really do. Credits 80. The bonus skills are trained in zoology and trained in archaeology, which can lead on to mystic, which is like psyche magic and stuff. Oh, are they? I've seen there's a film called Underwater. It's like got Cthulhu in it, but it's got like this really weird fish people that like hook on to Cthulhu's underside. So yeah. Wait, so the giant fish dude that like stands next to your monument is the okay, cool. Well, that's that. I think we should start drawing now. Kinda got a bit of track. It's fine. Probably gonna stay up till like 5 in the morning and then get like 2 hours sleep anyway. I haven't got uni tomorrow either, so it's not such a bother. Right, we took a screenshot of that, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we just need one more. Just something slightly different. That looks really cool though. Can't be something too much the same though, so I want to find something fairly different. These are all like tentacly beings. That's like a robot giant. There's something without tentacles. You know what, that works. Cool. Good soundware from Dune, but like flapped. And so now what we're gonna do is craft a wee little cocktail for our monster to be drinking from. The miniature Cthulhu are like a different Cthulhu species who serve Cthulhu. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a film called Underwater, which has basically got Cthulhu in it. It's like in a very few brief scenes, but like there's all these like little underlings. I'll find the concept art for it real quick. Yeah, I'll try and find a better image. That's how they depict Cthulhu in Underwater. And then you've got like the, oh yeah, got a new follow. Who is that from? There's someone else in the stream? Maybe. I can't see. Oh wait, I can go on Stream Manager, can't I? I keep forgetting I can do this. It means I can read chat better as well. Who followed? Come on, load. Oh yeah, there's these little fish creatures. These are the like mini. Oh, they're more humanoid, but they're like mini fish creature people, Cthulhu's. Just there like that, look. And they have like little tentacly mouth bits. But they're also like mer people. And they like can unhinge their jaw and like swallow heads whole. It's really quite creepy. It's a good movie. The CGI is pretty much on point as well. Yeah. Honestly, I might watch it again on Halloween. I've watched all the Conjuring movies recently, so there's not really any point watching that. I'll watch Underwater on Halloween. That'd be fun. But yeah, what I'm going to do then is The Hobbit and J.R.R. Tolkien, The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings and all of that, and The Silmarillion, Lovecraft, Discworld. I'm going to save those 3 books for like randomized themes. For like another, there could be the 3 prompts after this, to be honest. Starspawn of Cthulhu. Ooh. That is the wrong pen. Right, let's actually try to do this now.
Is it time to change the habit of a lifetime? Quitting smoking is one of the best things you can do for your health, improving your breathing, reducing the risk of cancer and heart disease, not to mention the medical savings. So don't give up giving up. It's too important for you and your loved ones.
Right, I should just be able to keep them in square view like that, and hopefully look at them. If I put that there. There we go. And I think I'm going to use both pages, or at least try to. So, what was it? Drink and trunk. You are getting very sleepy. The snap of my fingers, you will awake and believe that you have no hands. And in fact, your hands have been replaced by rubber geese. I generally want to try. I don't know, like, people are faking it for videos and stuff. It's hard to tell. But I would like to try get hypnotized at some point. I think that would be quite fun. I mean, it's on my bucket list of stuff to do. So getting I can't even fucking talk. Getting hypnotized getting hypnotized could be quite fun. I don't know. There we go. Drink and trunk. There was a tree trunk. So what was it? Oh, it's just let's see. See that you are not only master of punditry but also rhymes. Your rhymes are the stories of legends of old, ones to be certainly told. For joy and for laughter, for love and fear, all to be spoken to the lending ear. Yeah? That's true actually, yeah. Halloween and rhymes do kind of meh. I've just read there is no like Halloween song. The only thing I can think of is "This is Halloween, this is Halloween" from the Nightmare Before Christmas. But yeah, like genuinely, there is no like Christmas and fair, there's no Easter song either. In honestly, they're all like Christianity holidays. Except I guess Halloween is more. It's an Irish thing, isn't it? Yeah. And then the Americans made it with like pumpkins and stuff, and then we did it with like beetroots and stuff like that. And the whole thing is about like Stingy Jack who cheated the devil and then couldn't go to heaven or hell, and ended up walking the earthly plane for ages. Yeah. Yeah, for me, I think it's Spooky Scary Skeletons. That was a big one. Monster Mash, I guess, as well, yeah. And then, yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, This is Halloween. Yep. I guess there's not, like, many actual Halloween songs that have words. I mean, there is like a lot, but like big sort of main ones. I think a lot of, because there's so many Halloween movies as well. I guess a lot of the Halloween audio media is like instrumental stuff rather than like actual song stuff. But yeah, right. We're gonna start trying to do this then. So what I'm currently envisioning is an eyeless creature with tentacles near its face, with an open spider mouth coming from its chest rather than its face bits, which extends a wooded trunk. Which extends a wooded trunk down from its crowned head. The trunk gets flatter as it goes. The trunk has antlers on it, which end in pincers, which is also covered in spikes. It's draping from the head of a wide-mouthed being, which is crying tears of what seems like sadness, but can also be seen as joy, with a trying to rip apart, almost sewn together mouth, emeralds for eyes, and its head is filled with blue steaming liquid. So what I'm getting from this, let's get to it. Except we're going to make the cocktail concoction made of like green and purple. Is this the brush or the fine liner? It's, again, not the right pen. There we go, cool. So I guess we'll just try do this stuff. And yeah, we're not going to like copy, we're just using this stuff as a reference, which is why I'm going to keep the images basically like that, so I can only see all of them at a time instead of one specific one. I love just drawing. I guess I do love just drawing, but I love drawing disturbing eye stuffs as well. I think I've said this before on here. I feel like the eyes, well, the eyes are the windows to the soul. That's like a saying, right? But I feel like the eyes in a drawing change something so much depending on how you draw them and like which style you go for.
3.6 million drivers saving money right now on car repairs. With Fix My Car.
What kind of black magic is this?
Take the riddle out of repairs with Fix My Car, the UK's most trusted car repair site.
How are you doing?
You'll know where you are with Fix My Car.
Listen to your favorite songs, albums, and artists non-stop, even when you're offline. With Spotify Premium, you can download and take your music on the go and listen to music without hearing ads. Try it for free for 2 months. Tap the banner to learn more.
There we go. You've got like the eyes there with the emeralds. Now is the mouth bit, which I'm going to thoroughly enjoy because I fucking love drawing teeth and stuff. It's gonna give me like Jack Skellington vibes. I think that the fact that the pen is running out as I do this is gonna add like a really weird effect to it as well. Looking pretty good so far. Maybe a bit more of a darkening around the eyes. Still working some of those wrinkles. What I'm going to do is actually use the colour to draw the connection points down here. Right, the rest of this creature down at the bottom, it was... because basically its head has been cracked open and it's being used as a cocktail glass. Almost looks a bit like a predator.
Play the music the moment is calling for, whether it's turning up the party or winding down to relax the evening. Curate the holiday soundtrack with ad-free music listening and offline downloads on Spotify Premium. Tap the banner to learn more.
Now we're just grating the cup on the top of the head. Oh, you too. Have a good night. Get a good night's
There's more
sleep.
to Spotify than meets the ear. That's because video is taking center stage on Spotify, with over 300,000 video shows and 300 million users already watching their favorite podcast. With seamless switching between watching and listening, you can tune in anytime, anywhere. Got a show of your own? Upload your video to Spotify, turn views into fans, and monetize your passion.
Friggin' just gonna check who followed. Is it in the other tab? How do I get to? Oh, we got a couple of new people. Cheyenne Pancetta? Shane Pancetta? Is that Shane? I don't know. Is it Shane? I'm guessing it's Shane. I might be botching this. I think it says Shane Pancetta or Shane Pancetta. Yeah, thank you. Welcome in. Welcome to the CCU as well. As always, as I mentioned, every time someone follows, they essentially become part of the universe that I'm building. They might have their own character or persona, or it could be one of their creatures, or yeah, anything. We'll even do a little cocktail umbrella sort of peeking out of here too. And again, we'll do the liquid side in a minute because I've got different colours. basically what we're going to do is draw this little creature off to the side here. And the creature isn't really going to be the main part because it's meant to be trunk and drink. The creature's a sort of side addition to what the, or where the trunk could be coming from. So, maybe this is scar tissue, or maybe intentionally has a hole here for breathing purposes, I don't know. But the end of the trunk is all sort of wooden and rocky in a way, and it's just a little tiny little straw poking out the end there like that. I think it's quite cute. A little bit comedic as well. And that basically sits in there like that. And then this closes back up. Actually, maybe it doesn't close up at all. Maybe this entire thing is already closed, but for some reason it gets slightly woody at the end. And also, maybe it's somewhat of like a defense mechanism. It has these really sharp spikes on the outer edge, almost working their way down to the mandibles on the end of it.
Ready for some new summer tracks? Whether you go where the wind takes you or worship the carefully planned itinerary, discover your ultimate summer playlist and travel personality with Jet2. Simply answer a few questions and you'll get great music and even better holiday suggestions. However you holiday, there's a Jet2 for you. Click or tap the banner to discover yours today.
Prime Video
So make sure these
brings the best
spines
of
are extra
entertainment.
thin as well.
There are two sides to every story in the psycho thriller The Girlfriend, included with Prime.
She's perfect.
I don't trust her. Tom Cruise embarks on his most important assignment in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Available to rental by.
I need you to trust me one last time.
Whatever you're into, it's right here. Prime Video.
Reviews just had a bit
To
shading.
find out more.
We turn over this way like that. Not too much of anything, but just enough detail to kind of give a bit of texture. Got random scribbles here and there. Up the ante a bit. This trunk is kind of going off to the side over here. Then we can do a creature here, and the trunk is going to sort of loop back in. Very odd creature as well. So almost in a sense, the head is going to be coming this way like this, and then this really weird kind of almost surreal horns just here like that. Very solid objects, but one slightly shorter than the other. The headpiece here, And it's almost quite hard to understand exactly what this thing is because it's so far back in the distance. It's got a much more bold outline, but its face is almost blurred out in a way. Its face is covered in tentacles that stem like antlers. Almost like roots hanging from a tree. Playing more into the trunk theme there. It has enormous limbs that grace the ground. With a odd trunk shape protruding from where eyes should be.
There's more to Spotify than meets the ear. That's because video is taking center stage on Spotify, with over 300,000 video shows and 300 million users already watching their favorite podcast. With seamless switching between watching and listening, you can tune in anytime, anywhere. Got a show of your own? Upload your video to Spotify, turn views into fans, and monetize your passion.
We're not quite done yet. Tiny bit of colour, and then we're almost there. And we're pinking. And I think that is that done. Right, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, morning, night, day, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Everyone's welcome here, as always, and I will see you all soon. I think it's been wonderful. So, drink and trunk. We've got the drink concoction of 5 Pinterest images, which have been merged together based off of one image flow, which is a wide-mouthed being with their skull being hollowed out and drunk out of like a glass. They are actually alive, screaming in pain. Their mouth has been tied together, but they're literally ripping it apart because of their screams. Their eyes are made of emeralds, which gives the colour to the drink, which is being drunk through a straw, leading into a long old trunk, leading back into a creature back here, which is a mix of like Lovecraftian sort of values with some weirdly shaped horns and some very spindly legs. This didn't really need to be done. I could just have it left off page, but I like actually adding a bit more to the creatures. Speaking of which, I said I was going to show you some of the dragons that I drew in my book. And I'll just get them now because they are pretty sick. over here in a little bookie book, where I showed you the Android stuff earlier. Basically, today I just went ahead and drew a bunch of dragons because why the hell not? I think it looks sick. I actually got a couple comments off my course leader and the student mentor that they really liked the dragons as well. And then I drew that one while we were doing our little games thing too. But I think this is probably one of my favourite ones so far this year. Like, I like using force perspective and also playing around with perspective and positioning and composition. Like something can float off a page but have it be perfectly matched at next point. I think it's really cool. And then like the last bit of it can just appear randomly up the top there. But it's the way that I do dragons, especially like this one, it's such a simple style. It's just a lot of very small individual lines that collectively together make up like a bigger, what looks like a really detailed piece, but in fact it's not that detailed at all. It's just a bunch of line shading and a bit of form, but that's it, yeah. So my socials are linked over here. I'll see you all soon. ArtStation is here too, it's got some uni work on. And yeah, I'll be back for Inktober tomorrow, so wicked. And also possibly some uni work, because I do need to draw some stuff like carnival things, so yeah. Other than that, see ya, have a good one, and goodbye!